Yeah, Tuesday night game, it was a cold, bitter environment out there. The surface was soft underfoot due to the constant rain that we've experienced as of late. But they come across with quite a changed group from the last fixture where we went away and played them at their place with a 2-2 draw. There was some new faces for them that added some exuberance. However, we dominated the ball and we played some really good football within our defensive third, looking to build out. However, we're still just a little bit tentative as we go into the progressive phase in possession. There's just a little bit of hesitance from us and a potential, lack of self-belief that we've got the ability to go and pull teams apart and really punish them in the final third. Albeit we created some great chances down the outside. Danny Webb got himself in some fantastic positions, 1v1. And unfortunately for Danny Webb playing off the left there, it was very soft underfoot and there was a few opportunities where he could just skip past somebody and the ball didn't quite move for him. But we caused them havoc first half, put them under pressure. And going into the second half, it was a clear message at half time. Stick to the basics, be brave in possession with the ball, and look to stretch your position. Looking at certain individuals in the group who are coming back from injuries and short trips away, returning to the group, we had 2 or 3 that almost give us what we wanted and maybe just felt slightly short due to, I suppose, less time on the playing field. So look, positive outlook, getting minutes into legs, but you just want the lads to just give you that little bit more, and maybe it's a little bit too soon to expect them to be, hitting 8s and 9s. There was a few 6s and 7s, and I put that down to potential fatigue, fitness levels, and maybe focus is being elsewhere. But it was really positive to get a few bodies back into the group. The game ended 1-1. We went down to 10 men, due to well-being of a player. We had to make that decision on his behalf. We took a knock. He was desperate to play. James Loudon would probably play if you cut his leg off at the knee and still managed to run around and put tackles in midfield. But Joe made the decision to observe his well-being over his passion, and we removed him out of the group and we finished the game down to 10 men, which didn't have a huge impact on the game. However, a ball into our box under the crossbar and it resulted in a bit of a goalmouth melee and Sawbridgeworth making it 1-1. Leading into the penalties instantly, forget the extra time, which goes straight to pens. I suppose the referee felt sorry for Sawbridgeworth having to travel so far. And the penalties were good. There were some really well taken penalties from players within our group. A few of theirs were I would say, unlucky with 1 or 2 of their penalties. Maybe Connor's size and presence got to them. Maybe the mind games that he was able to play put them off. And Connor got the plaudit of making a save to win the penalty shootout. So it was a nice encounter. It was an enjoyable game of football because we tried to play. We spent a lot of time with the ball, so it's a good practice for us. But through to the next round, off to play Leverstock Green over at their place. So it's positive. It's nice to give a squad update where we can talk about players that are returning to match fitness and are returning to games and getting minutes on the pitch. We've had a number of boys feature as of recently. Look, Benji Crilly has come back in and he's got himself some minutes and he's looking strong. It's good to have his personality in and around the group after a long layoff. We've got Joe Sellers-West returning, albeit from a holiday and a little knock. He's back in and getting minutes into his legs, which is another positive. It was nice to see Kayern reappear after his holiday to Cyprus. So he'll no doubtly need minutes into his legs. So squad's looking healthy, bodies returning. I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 who are sort of sitting in the background now waiting to return, and at this moment in time we're in a good place. It's good to get bodies back in because it just brings that added intrinsic pressure to those players within the group. It's all well and good as managers and as staff trying to get the extra 10% out of players, but when there's competition for shirts, no one can rest easy, and there's no better competition than to know that the player next to you is coming back from injury. You know him inside out, you know what he offers the group, and it puts people on edge a little bit. It makes them a little bit nervous. It has a bigger impact than just signing somebody and bringing a new body into the group. Just bringing a new 7-day in and going, yeah, he's in competition with you. Players don't get the same feeling they do when they know the quality of player within the setting that has come to challenge them for their shirt. Yeah, we look forward to inviting Baldock over to Chrissy Park on Saturday. They come over with Dave, who's a good character in the league and someone that we bounce off quite well with. He's quite personable and he comes across well in the dugout. He goes after his players, not too dissimilar to how we do, but we're in a position we can do that. People like us and him, we build relationships away from football, and we put our arm around people at the right times, and the honesty that we afford them allows us to pull them up when things aren't where they should be. He's got quite an interesting group at Baldock. You're never 100% sure what you're going to get from them. He's got a number of players on loan that come in and put a good shift in and put some really good performances, and some of their results are unexpected, so to speak. He's got some new additions over there who he's managed to get across the line, which should make it for an interesting encounter. No different. We'll be looking to go and play football. We'll look to build. We'll look to be progressive with the ball, but we've got a very good ability of mixing up our play to catch opposition off guard, as it were. So it'd be a good encounter. I do understand there's another storm on the way, which I'm no doubt will rain and bluster the pitch to pieces. And if so, we'll see what Saturday brings if the encounter's on. But more than likely, hopefully, with any luck, we'll be able to get another game in, because the layoff for the lads and playing Tuesday and then Tuesday week or Tuesday Saturday, we're dying to play football. We're dying to get games underway. So it'd be nice to invite Dave over. Hopefully we come away with the 3 points, and we can have a beer after and enjoy what the lads deliver from both opposition teams.